One of my core values is impact. One of my core values is pioneering. When I said I was going to do tripartite edition of Unveiling Summit, going to 3 places and nursing the same energy, I never thought I could do it. But seeing the fact that I can achieve it, even if it is not in the highest level because of my capacity and resources, I have won. So what am I saying in essence? That you as a person, you must define what winning is to you before you begin to pursue. Because if you do not define it, you will get frustrated in life. Rafael Nadal, we have no issue with Cristiano Ronaldo at all. Because what? Our space of winning differs from each other. Rafael Nadal may be fighting to become, okay, I want to win every matches that I have. Ronaldo may not need to win every match. He may just need to score every match to become the world best. That is you defining what winning is to you. A man who just wants to be the greatest defender, his own strategies in becoming greatest defender will be different from somebody who wants to be the greatest goalkeeper. So until you understand that my race is different from the race of my friend, you cannot win in life. So I'm just trying to bring that thought to us before I begin to dish us strategies that are needed to win. The first thing you must do is what? Define what winning is to you as a person. Are we still following now? To some, winning is reaching your goals. Maybe your school goal, your business goal, your family goals. Have you ever set a goal before and then maybe the day you crush that goal, you are like, yes, I did it. That is winning to you. Like I said, like, okay, what I'm seeing here today, I've won because I'm impacting 1, 2, 3 or 4, 5 lives by the reason of my platform. If there is a Feladro Toye that is organizing an event, his expectation is that we have 10,000 filled up. That will be a definition of winning to him. If I am defining my own winning by his own way of winning, I will live a frustrated life. Because there is difference in capacity level, there is difference in experiential level, and there is difference in delivery level. As much as I desire the numbers, as much as I desire the kind of space that they are, I must understand that in my journey of life, after crushing a goal, having a successful event, I have also won. Are we still together now? So what I'm just trying to drive in essence is that to some, winning might be reaching a goal. To some, it is making a difference, just like you're doing. To some, it is defined by their wealth. Some people will say, until I have millions of naira, I have no one. To them, that's winning. To me, if I have millions of naira, what I'm thinking about is how to impact lives, how to give out to people, how to empower people, how to, do this and do that. I have Miss Mary here. She runs an organization. We had an event of recent. I volunteered myself, even with the fact that I had so many things. I'm also putting my hands. But that is because that is what winning is to me. That I can speak and one person will hear. That there is a possibility of that one person becoming a changed person. That is what my own definition of winning is. There is a killer of winning mindset, and it's called excuses. Excuses are valid but irrelevant reasons to why something is impossible. Excuses are valid but irrelevant reasons to why something is impossible. If you have ever heard anyone say that I can't do this thing, I can't do that, that is just an excuse that is irrelevant. As much as valid your excuses can be, they are irrelevant to your winning. For you to win in life, kill all forms of excuses. No matter how genuine, do not justify them. Do not justify them. Those who find excuses never find success and they never win. 7 points which are strategies of a winner. Number 1, take radical responsibility. Winners don't wait for circumstances to change. They change circumstances. Take ownership of your results. While I was in ND1, first semester, I was a very serious student. I was a very serious student. I had 3.20. That's upper credit now. Second semester, I had what was it? Wow. 4.9. That's a university now. It's a polytechnic. Ibadan. That means your own distinction will be 5.0. So ours was 4.0. So I had 3 points. I had 3.20. That was upper credit. Second semester, I had a C. Okay. So when I was in second semester, I now joined Rotaras Club. I joined NFA. I joined executive in church when I was in ND2 rather. And I was now an executive in like 6 different organizations on campus, capacity leader. What I'm saying is that when I was now in ND2, my focus changed. When I was in ND1, my definition of winning was to have a good result, which to a reasonable extent I had. I'm not the type that I read 2 weeks before exam or 5 months before exam. I read a day, 2 days. That's how I read. If I had read better, I would have passed better anyway. But when I got to ND2, my definition of winning changed. When I discovered that the part I'm working, as much as I will have a lot to do in the academic sphere, there is still a lot for me to do in the business sphere and in the human development sphere. So my focus changed, my definition of winning changed. Rather than pursuing having upper credits or distinctions alone, I started a business, joined different platforms. I was a protocol officer for NFA. I was the project director for Rotary Club. I was the GenSec in my church. What was I doing? Because I knew I had what would become a fulfillment for me, which is leadership, business, empowerment. So I went into different aspects that can build that thing that is on the inside of me. I discovered I could speak publicly when I joined NFA and Rotary Club. Today, that is what is feeding me. Imagine I had focused, fine, we never can tell because I don't have millions now, but I feel I'm fulfilled. Imagine I've spent my life on different radar. Possibly I might be doing better than this, but I don't know if I will feel like I am fulfilled now. And if I will be on the pedestal that I am now. What I'm trying to say is that when I got 22, my strategy and my perspective of winning, to me, my definition changed. There are some people that want to also work the kind of way I was working. They failed woefully. You are not passing in business, you are not passing academically, you lose 2 sides because you are comparing yourself to someone who has already defined what will be winning for him in the next 5-10 years. So what am I saying in essence? That the first strategy of every winner is to take responsibility. Even with the fact that I was in 6 other organizations, I didn't have what you used to have. I didn't have carryover. Not to top of, I have a very woeful result. I was doing my business, I was doing talks, I was still reading my books, I was passing my exams. I missed class a lot. When I was in HND1, HND2 as well, I was the Booster president at Satellite. My office was at Satellite campus. I received lecture in main campus, these 2 halls. So I will be in Satellite campus Monday, Tuesday to attend to my students. I will be here Wednesday, Thursday. I will miss class on Monday, miss class Tuesday. I will be here Thursday, Friday to study and do 1 or 2 things. I'm back again doing my leadership thing, doing my academic thing, still running a business at DGway, a printing firm there. So I was doing those 3 things together because I already defined what winning will be to me as a person. I have friends now, they are chartered accountants. They are winning in their space. It's not my headache. But what I'm saying is that once you understand that this is what winning is to me, the first thing for you to do is to take radical responsibility. So that you will not look at another person and then begin to run your race in the direction of that person. So that you won't look at another man and feel like, why is this successful and I'm not successful? Once you have defined that this is what winning is to me, you begin to pursue that strategy, that way, that route that determines what winning is to you. We have this lady with Abasi who broke Guinness World Record. It was because she defined what winning is to her, and then she pursued it with radical responsibility. We will see that there are some other persons that have tried something like that afterwards, but their responsibility level was very low, that they can't match up to the kind of result that she got. So once you define what winning is to you, you take what? Radical responsibility to work towards what you want to do. If it is to be, it is up to you. If it is to be, it is up to you. The second point on the winner strategy is build unshakable self-discipline. Build unshakable self-discipline. Now, when I started a business in ND2, myself and 2 other friends, we do business, we are also coming to class, we are doing school politics, doing a lot of things together at the same time. Those guys, when they come at night, they go to night class. After they return from night class, the second morning we are in class, disturbing everybody. But most of them don't know what we have done over the night. Myself, I'm not a night reader, I'm a morning reader. Wake me up between 3, 4, 5, 6. I can assimilate what we've been reading since 2 weeks ago. That's the way I work. So far, I have it summarized. Most times, I summarize the whole handout in like 3 pages. When I see the question in the exam, I know where it is in my summarized notes. And I will write what I want to write. I don't wait till they tell us stuff when I'm done. Because I don't like asking questions. If you ask yourself, I don't know, let me write it and I will leave the all. What am I saying in essence? That there is a need for self-discipline once you have defined what winning is to you. I was preparing this thing, I prepared what I wanted to say, but I changed it overnight. It was in the middle of the night I had to prepare for it. when you are going for, maybe you are going for whatever you want to do, there is a need to self-discipline yourself, because there is a kind of discipline that every field you have requires. My Oga here is going to still share a few of his thoughts with us, of his success stories as well. I believe before he could get to where he is, before you can be called to bar, you know the number of bars you would have taken in life. You know the numbers of bashes you would have gotten. Before you can have your first win, my Oga, your first win in the court, you know the number of heartbreaks that you would have had. Many times that judges will tell you, come on, keep quiet, what you're saying is not making sense. But self-discipline is you giving yourself to the requirements of what will make winning possible for you as a person. As a student now, I want to believe that your focus, your main target, your main goal, your main definition of winning should be to have good grades. Except maybe you have some other things you are doing together. But by now, you must have defined that this is the primary reason why I'm on campus. I said the other time that even when I was doing business and I was executive in 6 other departments, I didn't have carryover, I didn't fail. So what I'm saying in essence is that there is a self-discipline. There are some kind of routines that you need to make you win as a person. Set up environment to support good choices. Who are your friends? Who are you moving with? What is their contribution to your life? How are they actually making you fulfill that thing which you said you want to fulfill? You know, I had a mentor when I went for service in 2021. I didn't do this event 2020, 21, 22. The man just messaged me one day. He sent a screenshot of the proposal I sent to him in 2019. He was my first speaker. He sent it to me. He said, we've not spoken for a while. I just saw, how about this vision? So from me, I was passing through a lot. Then I was in Anambra State. I was hungry that time. So I wanted to even ask him for money, but I just said, let me keep calm. He said, how far about this vision? So I was like, hey, so this man is following up. He saw that I've not done it in 2 years. He asked me, how far with this vision? What am I saying? Keep company of people that can remind you of what you said you want to do as a person. You know, we can be very complacent as a people. Life is showing us shege. We are passing through a lot is passing through us. But what keeps you going and what puts you and keep you on the pedestal of your winning as a person is also the people around you. Are you keeping non-entities, or you are keeping people that can propel and make you win as you have desired? You know, there's this saying that show me your friend and I'll tell you who you are. If you walk with 5 other lions, you are the 6th lion. Walk with 5 wise men, you are the 6th wise person. Walk with 5 foolish people, there are no 5, there are 6 because you're the 6th person. So check your circle. Check your circle. When we're in ND2, seek and optimistic, we are 3. Because we've defined our own winning. On a Monday morning, sir, we used to have NFA meeting on Monday. That's when you still have it now. Monday evening. Sir, on a Monday morning, we can wake up in the house and we decide that we are not going to class. Then by 3:30, meeting is 4. By 3:30, we are leaving at Abba. The 3 of us will now wear suits. When our mates are returning from class, we are now going inside the school to go and attend meeting. So they will now meet us on the way and be like, you guys are not serious. So you didn't come for lectures. But in the evening, you now deck up. Not like we just wear shirt and trousers. We will wear, like I'm dressed, we will wear suits. We will carry our laptop bag. We have some laptop bags then. We will carry it like we are going to office. We are going for official meeting. So they are returning from class. We are now going inside the school. Because what? Our journeys are different. So there is a guy, we were together in the house. We had 2 rooms. So we were 5 in the house. Myself, those 2 other friends, and 2 other guys among us. They now wanted to copy us. The 2 of them, they failed. One had extra year. In fact, the 2 of them had extra year. One needed to leave the school and go to another school. Because what? They were trying to copy the definition of the winning of another man. There was one of them, me, I read 3 to 6 in the morning. We were having exam. Instead of him to go to night class, he now slept with me. I did not want to stay home alone. I encouraged him. He slept with me in the house. When we now woke up 4 a.m., I finished, because I summarized my own book. I finished the summary and everything. This guy was still reading chapter 1. He carried that course. He carried the course and I had B. Because what? You already defined your own lifestyle, your own discipline with another man's kind of discipline. So you must know what works for you, know what winning is to you, and move in that direction. Number 3, so that I can run, never stop growing. Never stop growing. Read, seek mentors, challenge your thinking, learn, relearn, and unlearn. That is one of the reasons why we have this kind of platform. But it's so unfortunate that people do not attend most times, where they get to receive few insights and then just get a spark. Most times, all you need is just a spark. The person that actually spoke to Olu-Williams to become a business guru was a conference like this, just a spark. You never can tell which event you get to that will just give you that spark that you need as a person. I believe the idea you got now practically might be from just a spark in an event. Not that somebody sat you down and tell you that do it like this, do it like this. No, you got a spark and then you begin to walk in the direction of that spark that you've got. So learn, relearn, and unlearn. Never stop growing. Learn, unlearn, and relearn. Never stop growing. Number 4, build resilience and adaptability. This is one of the winner strategy, resilience and adaptability. Life will knock you down on several occasions, but a winner will always rise up regardless of how many times life has knocked him or her down and then rise again to win. In 2021, when I went for my service year, I lost my business I've been doing for 8 years with 2 other friends. I was practically left with nothing. I began to look at what I can do myself. But today, even though I've not had a multi-million business, I have a functional brand, not even a business again. It's a global brand that we not only do business, we also impact lives. And then we do different things that are not only business oriented, but there is a globalized mentality that came on me the moment I lost that kind of opportunity. Imagine I have stayed down and then I begin to mourn my loss as a person. So a winner, regardless of how many times you are knocked down, you will rise again. I don't know if you have people that watch wrestling here. There is a guy, 2 of themselves, John Cena and Shawn Michael. Maybe if you have people that are from the ages, my guy, you should, if you watch, do you watch wrestling? You should know those 2 guys, John Cena and Shawn Michael. You can beat Shawn Michael to the last breath. If he can hold the rope and jam his leg down 3 times, it will give you finishing. You can beat John Cena and you think like there is no life in him again. But if he rises up again, once he can carry you on his neck, you are done. That is the winner's mentality. Life will knock you down several locations. There are some because of a failed business transaction, because of a failed relationship. They will tell you that all men are scum or all ladies are dogs. What is it? Okay, it's men that are dogs. Ladies are, I don't know. Fair women, because they've had a bad issue with women, a bad issue with guys, this and that. That's a wrong mentality. Winners, no matter how many times that you fall, you will rise again. If you're a scriptural person here, he even said that the righteous fall 7 times. That means even with the fact that you are righteous, you can still fall. What am I saying? Resilience is a winner strategy that no matter how many times I fail, I rise again and I rise up to the task that is required of me, and I will give it all it takes to become successful as a person. Adaptability also, in another version, is while I was coming here, I was expecting a larger crowd because I put in the work to the best that I can. I did adverts, printed flyers for my guys. I've been posting it for quite a while. Adaptability is being able to change into the current situation of things without feeling bad. Imagine I now arrive here seeing maybe 2, 3 people and I'm like, why is this? No, what I said from the onset is that I will deliver to you like I will deliver to 100 and to 1,000 people. You never can tell who is watching on the day of your delivery. Adaptability also is a pointer of winner strategy that can make you give your best, even in the face of something that seems like it's not. I had an encounter with a woman. I did my timer. I'm with you. I do CSC registration training. So there was a class I put up. It was a free class. I put the class up on Google Meet. We were there. We were just 10. I never knew that there was someone that joined from abroad. So when it was question and answer time, she began to ask questions. I got to know that she's from Canada, joining us. I don't know where she saw the link. She joined my class. I didn't know why. After the class, I now said, okay, if you want to learn further, we are paying 10,000. She paid for everybody in the class. After she paid for everybody in the class, since last year, myself and the woman, we are still together. She gave me money for this 3 event I was doing. Relationship built from there. What am I trying to say? Adaptability, being able to adapt to whatever situation. My intention then was that I put up a free class. Let's have 100, 50, this and that. But they were 10. I taught with the whole of my strength. If you have seen me teach anywhere, you see that I teach with passion. I teach with energy. That's one thing that I'm eating. Even if we are 2, I will teach it the way I will teach when we are 100. That's what my mentor will always say. He said, deliver to people regardless. Deliver your best. You never can tell who is watching. I never can tell if the governor of tomorrow is here. She will see that, oh, this guy teaches well. You can even connect me with somebody that will bring me to a crowd that is larger than this. Imagine I do not give my best. So what I'm saying in essence is that for every winner, there is a need for you to be able to what? Adapt to situations. There are situations that will not be palatable. There are some situations that will not be beneficial to you as a person. But you must be able to switch. You don't want situations. You what? You switch. When that thing is not paying you, switch to the other side of it. You don't become depressed. You don't become frustrated. Even if you are frustrated or tired, you jack up again. That is what winners do. Winners don't mourn. Winners don't relent. And they don't rely. Are we still together now? Am I boring you? All right. What is that? Number 4. Okay, I have 5, 6, and 7. 5, be focused. I don't need long thought. Focus is not a new word to us. If you are not focused, you are your own. On this journey, be focused. Imagine running a race, 100-meter race, and you are not looking at the way you are going. Just like people driving, sir. You are driving on a highway, and you are not looking at where you are going. You are looking at people from the left. Before you know, somebody will bash you, even if it not bash anybody. Because one funny thing is, even on the road, this Nigerian road, not every drivers are mentally okay. Same also on the journey of life, not everybody are what? Mentally okay. There are some people that will come across your way, they are just wired to be wicked. And no matter how good you are, they will treat you bad. Even if you take them to your house, give them your food, do whatever, there will be a point. If they are wired to be a wicked soul, they will wicked you. You can't run away from it. So if you are not focused, because this person has done me bad, you do not want to relent and move back from your vision. You are on your own. You are doomed for life. Because they will treat you bad and they will move on. Number 6, invest in people and relationships. This one is very essential. There is this common saying that your net worth, what is your net worth? The number of people you know, not even the number now, what will I put it now? The quality and caliber of people you know will determine what you are, what you get, and what you gain as a person. You know, when I was preparing for this year's edition, this and that, I was just trying to, because I'm breaking into 3 spaces, I just want to minimize the things I want to do and all. Last year the one I did last year, we later had boot camp. I had 8 facilitators from Nigeria, 2 from outside Nigeria. Somebody asked me, where did you get all these people? I said it's because I invested little in them when I could. There was a speaking engagement I had in Lagos at, what's the school in Lagos again? Yabatek, thank you very much. I had in Yabatek about 3 months ago. It was from a guy I inducted when I was Ottawa Club president. I did not know that I would become the NAPS Southwest chairman in charge of 5 states. I'm still in Ekiti state. Somebody that I invested my time in now has become a regional leader. He now gave me a platform where commissioners from Lagos, commissioner for finance, commissioner for youth attended. Why? Because I've invested. Investment in this that I'm doing today, even if you say you are not blessed, that means you're a liar. Because at least you would have picked one word from what I'm saying today. So you never, except on several occasions anyway, there is no place you get to now. If what I'm saying actually touches you or sparks something on the inside of you, there will be a reckoning that there was a guy that said something. And if I come to your face next week that, hello man, I'm a public speaker, I can speak. If you have platform, will you not give me? Am I not speaking well? Am I speaking gibberish? No. At least to a reasonable extent, I'm speaking good English. I mean, I'm trying to my own best of capacity. So what am I saying in essence? That investment in people, investment in relationship is one of the winner strategy. Look at our current president. Don't even let me go far. What is he eating? What did he eat? Don't let me say what is he eating. In fact, what is he still eating? He's eating the investment he has had on people. That's why he could come out and say, because he has allowed people to reign, allowed people to rule, and then when he wanted to reign, these people could not curb him. They knew that he has invested a lot. They gave their all to him so that they can become who he wants to become. So on your journey to becoming a winner, don't say that, Emi ò rán ìyá anybody, ò rán ìyá èèyàn o. Ìyá èèyàn lè ṣe lọ́la o. If you don't understand Yoruba, what I said is that the Lord is good. Yeah. But I'm telling you, the little you can, just invest in people. I don't know what I gave to Miss Olajumoke that make her came all the way from Akure to attend my summit. Even some people that are in Ado Ekiti that are close to me didn't attend. But I know she would know that there is something that this guy does that at least let me honor him with this presence. I left Ado-Ekiti to Ibadan about 2 weeks ago for a vigil. The vigil did not concern me, but because there was a man that was organizing that event, he has done a lot for me. I paid my transport fare, went there. The man saw me, was like, Daniel, I went to go and greet him after the event. He said, this is a lot of sacrifice. The Lord bless you. And I left with the blessing. What am I saying in essence? That when you are in need at a point in time, it is the people you have invested in that will rise up for you, and then they will begin to carry you. If all you have to your name is only your materials and financial possessions, you are poor. Imagine all I had to myself is my name. Am I the one that will come and be doing decoration? I only came here to come and see. They did decoration, they put banner, they distributed flyer. If we have 1 million people, that's the same way it will be. When I was going to Olu-Williams, I only got there also gave them materials that we need. Same thing when I went to Buesti. People were there to work. As much as I have not had this large network, but the little I have, I'm trying to maximize it. That's why I didn't even come down when I came out. How's it going? Let them do it. Whatever they can do. Give people the sense of responsibility, even if you're a leader. Let them deliver. Invest in them. Let them make use of their capacity. If you have a friend, invest in that friend. The little you can do, even if it's a word of encouragement. I believe in you. Mary, I believe in you. Even if I don't believe in you in the inside of my heart, but the fact that I said it out, you will remember in the next 10 years when you become successful that there was a guy who believed in me. Even I may say it without meaning it, but you heard me utter the word. It will remain in your subconscious mind. And when the day of reckoning comes, you will remember the things that I've said. Let me move very quickly. At the end, it is not going to be what you have, but who you are. Build trust, show kindness, nurture connections that matters. Finally, execute your plans. Execute your plans. There is this Yoruba adage that says, winners don't just plan, they do. Small steps create massive long-term results. Keep showing up. Execution is what sets winners apart. Whatever you have set to do, once you have defined what you want to become. When I wanted to become the faculty president of Business Student Association, it was in class like this, because I came like a year after my own normal set. So the people I came with, they are my juniors. So when I came around, I was like let me use in quotes, the elder of the house. I give word of wisdom. I'm just doing my thing. I didn't even have time. I told them I was not doing anything because I was doing business. So business, school, and then joining politics. I said I was not interested. But there was a time we now needed a candidate. We needed a candidate from our class because it was only business admin. They were the one who did it last. They are now bringing another candidate. We were like, accountancy, at least you have numbers. Let's bring somebody out. And they were looking for who they can bring out. They didn't find. I was not even nominated. I was even the one trying to help them look for people. And I said, Olu-Williams, you can do it now. And we began. The desire began there. And I began to do it. I began my own, campaign a week before the election. I won the election by the word of mouth. And I became the president of BUSA on Friday. I won the election. On Saturday, I was inducted as Rota's Club president. Now, I had my plans for years. She was my executive when I was Rota's president. I had plans and everything was successful. Now, am I saying in essence that as winners, whatever aspect you have, whatever you want to achieve, if you want to have distinction, begin the plans now and execute your goals. Don't just have goals. Don't just wish. Don't just will. Make sure that you execute your goals. Small steps create massive long-term results. Conclusion. Ask yourself, can I live the way I am currently living and become a winner that I desire? That's a rhetorical question. Can I live the way I'm currently living and become a winner that I desire? Winning is not reserved for the lucky. It is earned by those who knows and make use of the secret. It is absolutely up to you. Thank you very much for having me this morning. I will take a pause for now.